This video may contain minor bouts of violence, dirty language, and many shenanigans. Viewer discretion is advised.
That's the nature of letting nature be nature.
Yep.
Though. Sometimes
They free roam, sometimes they die. Sometimes the coyotes get them, the coyotes we keep hearing down in the ditch.
Well, the coyotes don't come up into here.
No, not with the dogs.
Anything that comes up into here won't be nothing left but assholes and toenails. So we got,
And this is what we were talking about this natural landscaping too, is we're gonna allow these hills to grow ferns and all types of flowering weeds, everything but grass.
all the little wildflowers. The green leafy stuff that would grow if you had a bare dirt hill and you plucked all the grass as it grew and let everything else grow. That beautiful green flowering carpet that's left is what we're looking for here. And I've already proven that system works. It's actually really easy to maintain if you're starting with fresh dirt and where grass hasn't had a chance.
Similar to the wood chip farming and stuff like that, yeah.
But
easy to keep.
Minimal, yeah. The grass really, especially on these raised beds, the grass really doesn't even try to take root very much. But we've got blueberries that we just planted. We got 2 different grapevines in here. We got a pear tree over there. And each one we try to make, that one we had to work on a little bit, but we try to make a little natural depression for each one so they collect water. And these beds themselves, they hold water within the logs, so there's a good moisture retention within this.
And that's a compost, basically a compost bed right there too.
Basically it's all full of compost.
It's all going to continue to compost and rot and
so
turn into wonderful
hold water
soil.
really well. And they,
absolutely. And once we get the earth bag homes up too, things will. And then this is another cool little chill spot that we've got. Nice little fire pit, cooking fire. We do a lot of cooking outside. We don't like to cook
and good
natural
weather,
cooking.
We cook outside most of our meals, if not nearly all.
Yep.
In colder, shittier weather, you know, at least a couple times a week, we're outside cooking. So we got multiple places, outside places to cook food and just hang out and chill. Working on more places down the hill, but those are different. Those are more like water recreation.
Well, these natural hills, they create nice little windbreaks too. So even in a cool springtime, day, you don't feel the wind back here very much. Creates an updraft.
That's a technical term.
Yeah, updraft.
Patrick's bullshit.
Patrick's bullshit. Exactly. Patrick's good at bullshit.
Patrick's weatherman.
He's a good bullshitter. All right.
The shop is, this is the shop.
Yeah, we're not going to go in there today because...
It's kind of like that end scene of the Raiders of the Lost Ark. We're just going to leave it
booby traps.
I've had 2 consecutive years of accidents. The shop is it's in a state of...
Well, and Patrick just moved out here. We just moved into my house, which it wasn't a lot, but still I had a lot of tools and stuff like that, which all migrated to the shop. And
the deck used to be our great chill spot. It's kind of cluttered now, but
same reasons.
What we're trying to build it into one day again. Basically just a sheltered place.
It's still decent. I mean, it's still nice. It just needs to be decluttered.
We got a great little view back here. When it's storming, you can hang a hammock up outside and be sheltered from the rain, but the storm can be just beating hell all around you and you can sleep like a baby rocking in the wind.
Comfy as can be. This is the Project A pretty much right now is the backyard. It's what's been haunting us the worst
We discovered there's an artesian well of sort under this hillside.
I'm sure you could see all that water down there.
It just oozes spring water all the time, so it hasn't really got dry enough for me to continue digging this since about last August.
Running a tractor through there does some damage, as you can see.
This year I'll probably be back from the trail too late. It'll probably be about the same condition this year when we get back. So next year will be the year of getting this all fixed, and this is going to be a pond uphill here, and we're going to put a levee above the existing pond, and this will all be a different clear water,
like a natural,
cold spring water clear pond with rock bottom and things with different kind of fish in it.
Nice little swimming spot where you're not, swimming out into the stagnant stuff in the pond. And
but the front is the logs and the mushrooms and the flower beds, and the back is more like the rock walls and the fountains and the waterfalls and the water stuff.
Yep. And that river you saw in our previous videos, that's probably about a mile away from us. It's not very far. So we've got a good access to good waterfront. But this is
This is a little piece of the deck that we sectioned off and we're starting to trim out inside. This is so my wife can have a cookie dough kitchen to sell her cookie dough, her frozen cookie dough wares.
I don't know if you guys have seen the Facebook posts that I've done of Ronnie's Cookie Dough Diner, and she makes the best cookie dough ever, dude. Like it is
Like
every different flavor you can think of.
There's a flavor that you can think of that she doesn't have, she will custom make it without a problem.
Feel free to hit us up if you want some, because this shit is good. This out here.
So this is my wood storage area, and I intend to expand this about twice the size it is now, but it hasn't, you know, just one of those things. There's a million things to do.
This is for future projects. He's, like he said, he's a woodworker, so.
I collect wood of all types. I've got everything you can think of in here. I'm not even going to get into this. This will be a whole separate.
Oh God, yeah.
It's
got cool little logs.
I can fix damn near anything around here because I keep all the materials that I can get a hold of.
Yep, just got all different types of little limbs and logs and just every shape and size for signs.
Out of an old basketball gym from like 120 years ago. They got torn down, decommissioned, and built sports memorabilia boxes out of that and things. All
that stuff.
I like to build stair railings out of all this curvy stuff out here, and bar stool legs, stuff like that. Just always messing around with some kind of woodwork.
And this?
Always out in the woods collecting some more of this stuff too. Always looking to salvage some wood. That's another thing about what we're doing around here. Everything that you see, there's very little money put into this place. There are certain things that I did put actual money into, like this woodshed that I bought, the store-bought lumber, and I bought store-bought metal even though I used the second, so I got the cheaper metal.
But most of it's recycled.
Had flaws in it.
Yeah.
But pretty much everything here is salvaged, recycled materials from other places that would, like all these logs up in the front yard, those all came from the log dump. Those were going to be pushed in a pile and burned. And I brought them home on the tractor and trailer, and I'm just building something.
Yeah, we're not just out here hacking down trees, guys.
No,
we love them. We love
trees
trees as much as you do. Yeah.
Just to build my flower bed.
We love the forest. That's why we're going for a 6-month hike. You know,
we're turning these things that would be burned and just useless and just turned into a big pile of charcoal.
A lot of this is like old buildings and
gardens and mushrooms and.
Yep. A lot of this is old buildings and just recycled wood, like I said.
Most of this came from a farm where a lot of this is old timber out of very old barns. Some of it is and some of it isn't. There's a mixture of stuff in here, but I've found so many amazing things digging through this pile, and we've still got to get this halfway square.
This is the future greenhouse site. We're gonna have a back there. I don't know if you can see that over there. That is a big old flower pot of sorts.
The soil here is pretty shitty, so that was the solution to that. That was our first raised bed garden.
And this,
it actually works really well. People that drive by are pretty jealous.
This is where we're putting the greenhouse, right? This graveled area in here that you're flattening out right here is where
they say things like that crazy old son of a bitch that's digging his yard up and can grow some vegetables.
Yep. Oh, he can too, man. You should have seen that shit lush and green in the spring and summertime. It was fucking awesome.
It looked like a rainforest in there.
Yeah. And it will be the same next year.
We planted some stuff in there this year. Some stuff that maybe, if they maintain it, they maintain it. If they don't, they don't. I think Christina will try. She's got the green thumb. And we planted watermelons, cantaloupe, and stuff. Here's the rest of the flock. These are the ones that aren't full wild. We still feed these some. I still put out a pan of water for them. They still sleep in the barn at night. They free range all over this place. So in that sense, they're wild. But
this is their main.
Yeah, they're not truly wild in the same sense as the others are in the front. Those are full-blown wild. You can't catch those.
Nope.
They're in no way.
They'll tear you up.
They ain't lethal or anything.
No.
But they're not like these.
They can fly. Yeah, they can fly. These can't.
Yeah.
This is the barn.
Got the outside chicken
The chicken coop.
Unfortunately, we have a few boys that just got put in solitary today because they're bound for chicken and dumplings.
Yep. That's meat. And this is actually a really badass structure that we built. That's just rows of coops. So it's a pretty badass setup.
But these guys, even though, like I say, we eat meat, so even though these guys are in a cage today, and they're probably gonna be chicken and dumplings tomorrow, they were born and
they've
raised
had a great life
right here.
Yeah.
They were born and raised outside. They free ranged all over this hill.
They've been out here humping all these hens all for days on end. Humping these hens for days on end. Oh, bullshit.
I don't believe
He's a liar. He talks a lot of shit. This guy.